live. We're live.
We're live.
We're live. Right. Shalom, shalom.
Yeah, go ahead.
We want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh. By Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Bakakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, salutations, and blessings to you, sincere brothers of the elect, pushing the word across the four corners of the earth. All right, with the brothers of Great Millstone, Chicago, out here once again to give you a cold glass of water of His word. That's right. All right, because we're in the times of where basically the whole earth is on fire, man. Jacob's trouble is right around the corner. They got Project 2025 coming out, right, where they're trying to ease back on certain liberal policies and they're trying to keep a semblance of their kingdom going. But we know this is it, man. Once it's over, it's over. Right. This is Jeremiah 28 and 8. It said, the prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. Hey, and we're in those times now because that's what the Lord says. He sends the prophets before, He sends the prophets rising up early before the shit starts. Right. That's what the Lord has done, man. He put these men out here. He put us out here on the streets to declare knowledge, to declare wisdom, so that people will wake the fuck up, turn back and repent before that great sword comes down.
That's why He said, surely the Lord doing nothing unless He reveal His secrets to His servants and prophets. We had to wake up the prophets in a lot of days because the Lord is righteous, right? So if He is righteous, He would have to tell you about this before He executed His judgment. Right. And when He said, they going into the Project 2025, I got a quick one. He said, their kingdom not coming back, and they know that. That's talking about the so-called white man. All right? This is Revelations 12 and 12. It says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye earth. Salaki, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. He knoweth that he have but a short time. All right? He understands he ain't going to be able to move around freely no more. He understands, look, just off the fact that we can come out here, what's happening, brother? As Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, so-called, and preach this word without getting bagged up and put on the back of a pickup truck is a token evidence sign. But you niggas are so blind, you will never even see things like that because your head is in the fucking sand. Right. But the so-called white man, he is coming down with great wrath. Like he said, this Project 2025, all right? All these projects have been ramped up since shit, the 70s, the 80s. All right, they've been trying to eliminate niggas for so long, but the Lord had, hey, look, when you go into Revelations, right? He said, hold back the four corners, hold back the four corners. All right, destroy not the earth nor the sea. See, the elect got to be sealed first, man. Right. And this word has to get out first, man. That's right. This word had to get out first. But now what? The gospel has been declared throughout the four corners of the earth. So this man know the walls closing in on his ass, man. So he couldn't destroy us because it wasn't time yet. And he's not gonna destroy us. The so-called way the scriptures say when the enemy come in like a flood, the spirit will lift up a standard. He gonna destroy a lot of these niggas.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, when he, like the elder brother said, you know, he's not going to get the elect. Esau not going to get the elect. Lord willing, be at that number. We be at that number. But you 2/3 niggas, you got it coming for you, man. And coinciding with what, you know, the brothers was talking about with the Project 2025 and the ramping up of the law enforcement, they just had a situation where they said these YNs off some Edomites with a KKK outfit on in Atlanta. Good. And that shit sound like a psyop, man. Ain't no videos of that shit happening. It's not on the news. Ain't no.
All you see is sandals, the black big sandals walking off.
Yeah, and
making noise. That probably was a freak nigga.
but nonetheless, these devils are setting it up to where it's going to be it's going to look justified when they come and get you niggas. And to be honest, they're going to be justified in getting you niggas because the Lord want to get you.
That's right. Go ahead now. Read this right quick.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things, I saw 4 angels standing on the 4 corners of the earth, holding the 4 winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea.
And that's not talking about the wind. You see simple niggas, it goes into destruction.
Right.
All right? Destruction. The Lord destroys. All right? Go ahead. That's why I said woe. Woe means destruction. Go ahead.
Nor on any tree. And I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power. And he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, so we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads.
See, so there it goes. So once the elect is all sealed, all right, once the Lord puts these prophecies, so even if the elect is sealed right now, the prophecy still got to be pushed.
Right.
That's the same reason they couldn't move when they made, what's that, the Rex 84 program. What's the other one, Jade Hill, the King Alfred program, the Georgia Guidestones. All this Project 2025 is all this shit cooked together because now is the time to move.
Right.
Because the man knows he has but a short time. And you niggas are at your weakest now, man.
That's right.
Everybody's all weird and freaked out, man. And soft, man. Full of parabens and estrogen. Go ahead, man. Read what y'all got.
This is Matthew, yes, more.
No, that was it on that.
Matthew
Revelation.
24 and 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse
You
places.
see that? So he said, these things must come to pass. These things must come to pass.
Right.
This place has to get destroyed. These niggas have to be judged. And the brother had made a point. He said that it's going to be justified when the so-called white man put his hands on you. Because you went against the Lord. You niggas go against the Lord with every breath. That nigga Steve saying every breath.
Yeah.
You niggas stalking, man. And the Lord is watching you, man. Hey, the scriptures say that the eyes of the Lord are upon a sinful people. He has his holy angels out here. All these spirits giving report. Go ahead.
Right. It says, all these are the beginning of sorrows. Then shall they deliver you up to be afflicted, and shall kill you, and ye shall be hated of all nations for my name's sake. And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another.
See, that's why you don't have a girlfriend in this kingdom. Not a real one. That's why you don't have a mother in this kingdom. Not a real one. Hey, because your mama gonna turn your ass into the FBI, man. Shit about to get real, bro. Yo, cuz, I don't even associate with my family don't know where the fuck I live. But my relatives, they don't know where I live. They don't know where I work. Nothing about me. We ain't even supposed to be tied to this place like that, man. I'm not saying that can keep the white man got a tracking device over everybody, but just the disassociation from this place and these people that are in are necessary. Because we know that they don't have a love for us. Everybody on the planet of the earth has it out for the prophets, man. Alright, they have a spiritual demon, Satan, backing them, man, in their mind. Principle in their mind.
And then shall many be offended, and shall betray one another, and shall hate one another, and many false prophets shall rise, and shall deceive many.
You see that? That's why you have groups. Oh, why does Nathaniel 7 have so many men in this camp? Because he was sent to deceive many.
Right.
Why does Sakari get pegged, but you niggas still listen to him? Because he was sent to deceive many. The scriptures say that the deceiver are his. Well, how come General Yohanan? I haven't seen them on the street 10 years, but they still following ISUPK talking about they can't. Hey, look, you can sleep with the white woman too, man. Right. We kind of souls to sleep with the white woman, man. ISUPK out here screaming in the middle of the street that you can't sleep with the white woman, but and it's the mark of the beast. But niggas will follow them, man.
Pepper spraying each other.
Pepper spraying each other, exactly. But take the chest, go throw them weak ass 1, 2,
Like,
bro. Y'all niggas will get whooped, bro.
Esau is gonna fuck you niggas up.
Up, bro. Up.
Hey, because guess what? And because trying to rise up and fight against Esau, that's going against the Lord too. Because the Lord got Esau set for a specific destruction that Yahweh Shai is going to bring, man.
That's
you
right.
fucking niggas. In the book of Genesis, it say, man, that Lamech will be avenged 7 and 7-fold if you come against them, man. But you niggas want to try to take it into your own
It
hands.
says blessed the sword. You can't. And you know what? Going into what you said, taking it into your own hands, that's saying Yahweh Shai ain't worthy to bring you salvation.
That's right.
And it's also saying, hey, look, the Lord used the so-called white man, all right? The scriptures say, oh, Assyrian, that rod of his anger. That's talking about the so-called white man, right? The Lord set him up to be the sword. He can't take the blessing that the Lord gave us.
That's right.
He can't get out here and preach this word, man. So how do you think you're going to take this man down carnally, man, and take the Lord's credit? You niggas want to run and catch the touchdown pass from the Lord. You do.
Yeah.
That's proud, bro. That's exactly what a nigga want to do.
Like in Fresh Prince, when Will was going to win the game and that nigga Carlton been bullshit up and they lost and he didn't even hit the rim, man.
Stupid ass shit. You know? You niggas don't lose playing games. Read some more, bro.
Yep. It says, verse 12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. But he that shall endure, stand right there. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
See? So it's a witness in all nations. So you can't tell us we didn't teach you about the MOTB. You can't say you didn't hear about famine coming, about martial law coming. All right, the scriptures say to the terror of the Lord that we persuade men. You can't say you didn't hear that you wasn't supposed to be committing adultery, being a homosexual, eating pork, all right, being a lazy nigga, all right. You can't say that you didn't hear this, all right, because you got brothers speaking in English, Spanish, sign language, brothers out in Finland, Holland, Mexico, Brazil, and we didn't have to fly anywhere. The apostles didn't have to get on the plane. This was spread out through the World Wide Web. Get that, this gospel preached to the kingdom. All right? This went out through the unicorn, through that one horn, through that satellite technology. All right? The Lord set that up. The Lord set up YouTube for us. He set up the internet for us. All right? No, I wanted what he was reading Matthew. I wanted to go back to it.
Verse 14, and this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come.
So the end is here, man, because the gospel has been preached. We just waiting on the Lord. The scriptures say no man knoweth the hour nor the day, but the Father. Not even the angels of the heaven, not even the Lord Yahweh Shai. But everybody is waiting, and everybody is working while they wait. What you got, Basala?
That's Isaiah 13:9. Behold, the day of Yahweh cometh, cruel both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
See, you niggas don't even know that you living in sin, man. You in the midst of the sin, sister. They don't even know that they're in the midst of the sin, man. They think it's a joke. Here it is, this word is out. Niggas celebrate Easter, Christmas, Halloween. All right, into all type of liberalism, freakism, voting. It's a nigga. Here it is, the so-called white man finna come down and crack your fucking head. And this a nigga still trying to play b-ball, bro. It's a nigga still rapping. College. Black, talking about some foundational black Americans. Nigga, it never was a foundational black America. We're in America, nigga.
That's right.
The scriptures say you shall be the head and not the tail. You should be the borrower and not the lender. What them niggas did, yeah, we talking about how Esau redlined black right here them in Chicago. We talk about Black Wall Street and all the other places. Look, man, you niggas wasn't set up to get shit anyway, man. And that proved it. So here it is in 2025. What you niggas think you gonna do, man? A nigga do anything but repent, and that's why the Lord gotta come back and put these niggas to death, right along with the so-called white man.
Right.
Read.
This is Psalms 19, and 1, it says the heaven. Well, yes,
No,
more.
he has
Yep,
way
yeah,
more than that.
yeah, yeah.
Read that real quick and we're going to jump back to that.
Psalms
Because this is
19
going back to the word being spread out and you niggas not having an excuse. Go ahead.
Psalms 19 and 1, the heavens declare the glory of the Most High, and the firmament showeth his handiwork. Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge.
Exactly. So here it is. His word is out. It's on the internet. It's on your smartphone. You can Google anything on a smartphone. You can YouTube anything, man. You got it right here. But that's why the Lord said it's become unto them as a book that is open to one that is literal. It's a book that is sealed to one that is literal, man. You niggas ain't gonna get it anyway. Even if you try to open it up. That's why King David said what? Let that tablet be a snare to them.
Right.
But you niggas ain't even seeking. The Lord didn't choose you, man. He didn't call you or choose you. But if he did, you're supposed to be diligent and make your calling and election sure and get out here and preach this word, man. Because you're going to live and you're going to be out here with no excuse when his destruction comes.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Yep, and if I could just add, because in ancient times, the word of the Lord wasn't just readily available like this, where you can just click. It's just thousands of videos up. You have to go somewhere, you have to see this guy, you have to listen to this guy talk. You have to go over to this temple. You have to actually journey, you have to labor for it. But now that the word is right at your fingertips, 24/7, 365, or however many days it is, you know, it's not, it ain't 365, I think it's less than that. But the point being, because people think that it's common and that it's plain, you guys just skip over it. When the word of the Lord is being made plain, but there's nothing plain about it.
Right.
This is verse 4. It says there is verse 3, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard. Like the brother said, you have this word going out in many languages. You can turn the closed captions on. Matter of fact, the Google translate shit, and the motherfucker will translate for you. The line is going out through all the earth, and their words to the end of the world, and them have he set a tabernacle for the sun. Like the sun represents wisdom, which is a bridegroom coming out of his chamber and rejoicing as a young man to run a race.
Yes, that's why we read the scriptures. I think it's the second address. He said the books were open before the first. That's this word out here, man. And you have this word available everywhere around the world. He said the book was open before the first. All right? I think it's the second address. But this just backing up what the brother Shaban said. This is Daniel 12 and verse 4. It said, "But thou, O Daniel, shut up the words and seal the book, even to the time of the end." See that? Even to the time of the end. It said, "Many shall run to and fro, and knowledge shall be increased." So that's how you have it. Like last week, we brought out the knowledge clock. You know, how 100 years ago, how years ago, every 100 years it increased. Then every 50 years, then every 20 years, every 10 years, then every 6 months, then every 3 months. Now, you get an iPhone this month, a new one coming up. You get a PlayStation, a new one coming up. You know, any type of technology, a new one coming up. Or it's a new app. Now you got apps. You got an app for this, an app for that. Cash app, any app. Motherfucking wrestling app, BJJ app, any app. Any app. Because the knowledge is out here. All right, the technology is out here.
Right.
And this kingdom has to be at a high when the Lord take, cause this shit is raw to me. And this shit, I don't discredit with the knowledge that the Lord gave the so-called white man to make this kingdom great. Cause it's gonna be so much better when some average niggas just sweeping from one of these get his ass that quick sweep on.
Right.
Damn, how happened? We was this wrong, that shit just happened like that.
And it shows you how much greater the kingdom is going to be.
That's right. That's right.
Right. In the scripture that say that, man, it talks about the strong falling and then the mean, the plain man rising up.
Right.
The Lord is the king of that, man. He increases understanding. That's why the story of Nebuchadnezzar becoming as an animal, that was so great because Nebuchadnezzar, he basically conquered the known world. He conquered the entire Fertile Crescent, basically.
Right.
And then the Lord brought them low. And we on the opposite. The Lord brought us low. Now these bones are living. And now you can see the word of the Lord going out worldwide. That's right. And the Lord put the basis of men as the dragon, right? Which the scriptures say the head of the serpent is above all. Basically, the dragon is the wisest out of all.
That's right.
That's out of all the branches of knowledge. Of course, he's the evil dragon.
Deception, man. It's
Exactly. But he's still the dragon. So the Lord imparted him with a certain amount of wisdom, and he's going to use us, like the brother said in his word, to bring his kingdom down. Right?
Mm-hmm.
This is Psalms 19 and... Are you ready to comment?
This the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6 and verse 20. And when the world that shall begin to vanish away shall be finished, then will I show these tokens. The books shall be opened before the firmament, and they shall see all together. And
So all the see it. You say the books from the firmament shall be open, all the see it. Hey, the truth is out here, man.
Right.
You cannot say the truth wasn't out here. Little niggas know it. Edomites know it. Heathens know it. Everybody know it. That's why I say the whole world waiting for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh, man.
Yep.
Now look at this nigga Kanye West, man. This nigga that provoked the whole known world, bro. He got them Israelites flying to Germany. Number one on the charts.
Arnold.
Come on, man, this shit real. But number one, iTunes, they gonna try and say his album only sold 5,000 because they shadow banned anyway. But everywhere else, it is a lie. And everywhere else, that shit number one on the chart. And he calling y'all out, man.
Yeah.
He calling you out
Yeah.
because that's the spirit being stirred up, even in some folly, like that little chick on.
Don't say it, man. Go ahead. Psalms 19 and 5, which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, which a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, coming out strong,
Right.
and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof. And his word is going out everywhere. Right? And like the brother said, it's through the Lord that is being done so, and it's bringing down there. Because Esau, like the brother said, this is the greatest kingdom of all time.
Of all
At
time,
this
bro.
point, yeah.
Of all time, bro.
Because Esau did what none of them other leaders, he conquered the entire world. The beast is a global system. That's right. You got the dragon, the beast, the false prophet, they got their false philosophies and all that shit. They have global power. Yeah, they can fly all over Earth, private jets.
What?
Get what Prince sent Trump the private jets that worth a couple $1 million.
But see, what's the global language? English. And for a long time, what you had, the dollar. Now we see the fall of the dollar, which shows you the fall of the so-called white man. Whose face is on the dollar? All right. But how long did it conquer? How long has English been the world's language, man? You know, this shows you who's in rulership, and it shows you them going down. Because now the whole world pointing the finger at them like, hold on. This is why I says, is this not the man? Finish that Isaiah, man. Get back to that Isaiah.
This is Isaiah 13 and 12.
That bitch lucky I'm on the line.
I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
And that's talking about an Israelite man. And it's the spirit that he said he'll make him as a precious gold of Ophir. Because that's a miracle. And the elect is going, most of the elect is coming from where? Babylon. All right. Now the Lord is going to deliver men from all over the world and destroy men all over the world. But the bulk of what's going to happen has to happen in the miracle. Go ahead.
Therefore I will shake the heavens, and the earth shall remove out of her place in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. And it shall be as the chased roe, and as the sheep that no man taketh up. They shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land.
Because see, the money ain't going to mean nothing. You know, like the Joker, when he put all that shit, he said this shit don't mean nothing. Convincing them billions and millions of people that it means something. That's power.
Yeah.
But see, they gonna realize that shit don't mean nothing when a nigga chasing them with a fork.
right.
making their ass dinner, man, because this is what's about to happen.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
Exactly. So if you going after the beast, if you following after the beast, the system, this lifestyle, you thinking you got white friends,
Yeah.
you thinking you gonna do anything outside of what Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai has planned, you gonna fall, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Their children also shall be dashed to pieces before their eyes. Their houses shall be spoiled, and their wives ravished.
Rabbit. That's coming back in the big fashion.
Yeah.
And you gonna see that the world ain't all peaches and cream. You see that every day. But a lot of you niggas are in denial, man.
Yeah.
And a lot of you niggas just in denial, man.
Yeah.
A lot of you niggas think the so-called white man is your friend. A lot of you niggas think the black community is your friend. But all these niggas do is murder each other. They committed adultery, call around y'all about to outside. I say that too. All you niggas do is murder each other. Commit adultery. Alright? Do all type of bullshit, sell each other drugs. But you want to talking about a foundation of blacks.
Yeah, and
Man,
that
being black ain't shit. What that nigga Goldie say, it don't mean shit.
yeah, being broken black don't mean nothing.
Nothing. Go ahead, man.
That ravishing, like the brother said, it's already came back.
Yeah.
It's a dude around where my job is at, and he's at large. This dude been going around groping women and doing all type of wild shit. And the police so-called looking for him. I see this nigga on the block every day. You know, it was a dude in River North not that long ago, snatching chicks up and dropping them off in the river when he done with them. Buffalo
Yeah.
Village bitches, man.
Yeah. I watched the video of some YNs pull up in a black truck and just picked up
Yeah.
a little bitch. It looked like a stud. At first I thought it was a dude. She was definitely in the midst of the sin. But I seen them little tight ass leggings and shit. I said, that's a bitch, man.
Yeah.
That way bagged up that bitch. There's a lot of organ trafficking going on in Chicago.
Oh,
Alright. And a lot of these niggas that get caught up, the folks and them and shit, they get caught up. Hey, this shit is real shit, bro. These Edomites take them in the room. You know, they got job opportunity from the police. They look, go grab me somebody, man.
Yeah.
They give a van, damn with a gun. Then look, you don't want to go to jail, nigga?
Yep.
You work for us now, man.
Yep.
And they organ trafficking. This is a big business. They sex trafficking. This is a big business. And these
At
niggas
large.
that streets that got these hoes tied up, bartering them for shit
Yeah.
in the house, man. Hey, it's over 64,000 so-called black women missing in America, and probably 100,000 children.
Yeah.
And I could be off on the numbers, but I guarantee you it's more. Go ahead.
Yeah, like the brother said, this is a main. Chicago is a hub for that in particular. A lot of these areas throughout the country, they have their particular illicit industry that they're very high on. Like in California, it's the drugs and shit like that. But here, it's about the human trafficking, man. That's why a lot of these jakes getting put to death out here, and they'll just blame it on gang activity or whatever. But it's really that. This
Nobody gives a fuck.
yeah. Hey, guess what? We don't give a fuck either. Fuck y'all. This verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the Medes against them, which shall not regard silver. As for gold, they shall not delight in it. So when that time comes, you're not going to be able to buy your way out of trouble like all these people are accustomed to doing now.
Yeah.
Money is not going to matter at that time because the only thing that people are going to be concerned with, number one, is the bare necessities, and number two, as it pertains to these other nations, they're going to be concerned with plundering and destroying this place, man. Getting their lick back, so to say. Because all these people, they've been growing up in these countries that's been decimated by American policies.
Yeah.
And they grow up with a hatred of America, man. And that includes you everyday Joe Schmo motherfuckers, man.
That's right.
Yeah, that's why the Trump administration, you know, they want to try to get all these illegals out of here. They just passed a bill to basically take away the protection status for certain immigrants.
Yep.
Then they passed one, well, if we feel like it's illegal immigrants in the house, we can enter in without a search warrant.
Yeah. And they gonna use that to get a lot of jakes. That's actually citizens. They sent
Exactly.
a nigga that was a citizen in El Salvador.
Exactly.
They need to come get some of these Elamites.
This is Nahum, yes. Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city, it is full of lies and robbery. The prey departed not. The prey is you niggas, by the way.
Right.
And sticks too. The noise of a whip and the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. All right, which that represents the military vehicles going up and down that are going to be here to lock this place down. And that's another thing about Project 2025 too. They want to have internment camps from city to city.
Yep.
So they want to have camps, internment camps from city to city. They want to have a certain standard in those places.
Why they got that real ID?
Real ID.
You
Yep.
can't even get on a fucking plane. Like, you gotta change. I gotta go get my ID. I want to go to real ID. Nigga. I'm trying to do something. He did. No, but you can't even get on a fucking plane unless you got a fancy ID now.
Yeah.
All right.
Then they want to use the RFID here. So you want to go to this part, you gotta scan there. Beep, beep. You gotta scan your book. You want to come in this store. All people been riding and loot. You gotta scan to get in.
Yeah.
And people don't go for that shit.
Look at that. Look at that like that. Huh? Right, teacher.
Yeah, man, nothing has changed, man. The number one business to this day is trafficking in human flesh, man, period.
That's right.
You want to know how all these people getting billions of dollars? It's not from selling telephones and all that shit, man. These people are getting rich off selling people, man. Period. Your favorite politician, your favorite police chief, all them
They
niggas,
need a new
man.
heart. They need some new organs.
Yeah.
Look at that little nigga organ. That was what the whole Kanika Jenkins says about. Because they caught this shit like, hold up, how the fuck did she get in the freeze with the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Verse 3, the
Me and
horsemen.
Jake used to work with that bitch at the factory, so.
That's
yeah,
crazy.
chill, baby.
That's the bitch that went to Mexico or something, right?
No, she was at that party at the hotel. We used to go to them parties with them too. At them hotels, bro. Me and Matas, bro. That shit was wild.
Verse 3, the horsemen lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear, and there is a multitude of slain, and a great number of carcasses, and there is none in of their corpses, they stumble upon their corpses. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlots,
See, they gotta die because of all of this wickedness, all this adultery being allowed. All right? Hey, look, all this homosexuality being allowed. And the scripture
right.
talking about Lot was vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. Filthy conversation of the wicked. This is this, right? Check this out, right? Back in the day, if your son or daughter was a Moses, you could hire you, the prophets. Y'all go out, judges, and had judges in Israel, bro.
Yup.
You go outside, you judge their ass, bro. Now, you gotta look at this little punk, if you choose to, on Facebook with his fucking boyfriend, man.
Yeah.
Or a girl with her fucking girlfriend. I know a lot of the big folks, you know, like the OGs that I grew up under, when I was in the street and shit, niggas that was real men, man. They go to jail, 15, 20 years, whatever. I used to see them niggas get out, like, oh, his son a punk,
Yeah.
his daughter a dyke. She out here gang banging with us. Yeah, man, you in the midst of sin,
Daughter
You
on
know?
Pyru, man.
You know? For real, man, you gotta watch that shit. Or here it is back in the day, the woman step out with another nigga, she commit adultery.
Yup.
You get the prophets, you summon the prophets, the men of the Lord, all the judges, oh, everybody, the little kids,
Yup.
they had to get put to death. So now, hey, real quick, Shimon, read that over. Hold that. Read the last verse you read. Get the filthy conversation a lot. That's the filthy conversation. So now you got what that nigga exhibit say. He said, nigga, my wife having sex with another man in my $3 million home with my money that I made records for. I had to go sleep on Dre or a couple niggas' couch for a long time before I came back up.
Yeah.
Fuck you finna get married, bro. I never wish you would have gotten married. I would've just fucked the bitch.
Shit, I was at work and
That's folly, bro.
I was at work. These women was boasting on the fact that one of them was about to, and that dude was probably an Edomite, so fuck him. But these chicks was boasting on the fact that they was about to take alimony the one chick was gonna take alimony from the dude, and she was like, yeah, by the time I'm done with him, he's gonna have to go and live with his mom because I'm taking the house, and he's gonna have to pay me X amount of dollars.
See?
So he's not gonna be able to afford his own apartment. And I'm just in the back, I just started laughing.
Cause see, but see, that's because she committed adultery. Like stood.
Just talking about it.
She in the
Bitch
midst
probably
of the
play
scene.
basketball,
She and
man.
Jake too. She a Jake. She a pale nigga woman, man. Dressed up like a stud. Man, you in the midst of seeing, sister. Zabu.
Shooting threes, man.
Shooting three. Yeah, even Caitlin Clark has, but at least Caitlin Clark got a man. But you know, but nevertheless, man, this is what you gotta deal with. That's the treason. That's what that nigga Floki say. The wars of treason.
Yeah.
Nigga, this is the treason, man.
That nigga's looking good.
That nigga Rolo was balling. Hey, at least he told him they could come back. Y'all niggas, look, man, I sacrificed for you niggas, man. But no, for real though, the fucking, now you gotta look at your lady on Facebook with another man, and another man, and another man. Read that lot.
This is the book of 2 Peter, chapter 2.
This is just one of many, bro. Sit on a train, niggas just come smoke. This is one of many, bro.
It's 10 cars. It's 10 cars.
It's 10
man.
cars on the step.
The car got 100 seats on it. You want to come and sit. All these other seats empty. You want to come sit down next to somebody and spark your black and mild.
This just is somebody. See, these are just small things that people do every day that they don't understand how wicked they are, man. Go ahead.
Second.
Niggas bringing out little examples. Go ahead.
2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 6. And turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemn them with an overthrow, making them an ensemble unto those that after should live ungodly, and deliver just Lot, vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked.
See, what we talking about is the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. You 2/3, all you Edomites, all right? All you heathens, this is the filthy conversation of the wicked, because conversation goes into conduct and acts, all right? Read that, Shamar.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft.
See, this is the mistress of witchcraft. Child support is witchcraft.
Right.
Alimony is witchcraft.
That's right.
All right? All these drugs in your community is witchcraft. These niggas you see on TV, feminism is witchcraft,
Believe
man.
all women, witchcraft.
Oh, say that again.
Believe all women, witchcraft.
Witchcraft. See, before the brother walked up, what was I saying? We've been groped to think a certain way, even if we didn't, groomed. To think a certain way, even if you, it's conscious, it's a conscious attack, it's a subconscious attack.
Exactly.
It's psychological warfare in America, man. And that's why when you come into the truth, you acknowledge that in the book of Galatians, it say the spirit left against the flesh and the flesh against the spirit.
Right.
And the two are contrary to one another. But see, these niggas just live after the flesh. They don't even see they under attack. Hold that. Read that last verse there.
2 Peter chapter 2 verse 8. For that righteous man dwelling among them, in seeing and hearing, vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds.
That's wickedness, man. Go ahead, brother.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcraft. When you go to mistress, it goes into sorceress, the enchantress.
That's right.
That's what this place is. It's like a sorceress. What's that? I think that's Proverbs 7. It's like that woman. Yeah, Proverbs 7. That woman that's trying to pull you in. It talks about she got oils, and cinnamon, and aloes, and tapestry of Egypt. And come on in.
I got it right here.
But her ways are deaf.
I got it right here. This is Proverbs 7 and 15. It says, Therefore came I forth to meet thee diligently to seek thy face, and I have found thee. I have decked my bed with covers of trapezy and carved works with fine linen of Egypt. I have perfumed my bed with myrrh, aloes, and cinnamon. Come let us take our fill of love the morning, let us solace ourselves with love, for the good man is not at home. He is gone on a long journey. He have taken a bag of money with him, and he will come home on the day appointed. What that nigga Nelly say? Husband on vacation,
Yeah.
home alone.
Yeah. Hey,
That's the spirit that these seduce, that these women come to you like that,
Yeah.
and these doctors of devils come to you like that, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, you ain't even got to go on vacation now, nigga. You at work from 9 to 5. It's going down.
America constructed that, man. That a man has to do that. That's folly, man. Hey, and when America first did that, what was the biggest joke? The milkman.
Yep.
The milkman. The baby looks like the milkman. Because you at home, the woman at home, that's wickedness, man. That's why you can't be tied to these women like that, because this is the freest that these ladies have ever been. These ladies of the court. You'll sit with the ladies of the court. It's the freest they ever been. And this is the entity that brought sin into the world, man. I don't, look, man, I deal with ladies. You know, I deal with women, man. And we chill, we eat chicken together, shit, we fuck. We be watching movies and shit. But outside of that, I don't know what they do, bro. I don't care what they do. I'm just fucking here, man.
Yeah.
What that nigga Future say, I'm just an avatar, bro.
Invested in the moment. That's it, man.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'll never forget it, bro. And this still, and I always said, this still today, one of the baddest women I ever seen, man. Let alone had, man. 144 called out here about shooting outside. And I told her, never, this was 10 years ago, damn near, man, shit, 11. I told her, I said, you gonna fuck with a nigga like me, but you gonna marry a white man, and that's fine with me. Nevertheless, this bitch had a tattoo right here, and it said, just embrace the moment.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
And that laced me, man.
Yep. That's the key.
That's the key, man. And even then when I got in the flesh, I'm like, embrace the moment, man. Cause we ain't living right, man. We just here, bro. Shit ain't gonna be right till the Lord come back. Don't even worry about having a woman till the Lord come back. Don't even worry about your children listening to you till the Lord come back.
Yeah.
Esau, and the so-called white man has to pay, bro. He has to pay for so much unpaid for shit. Shit was getting checked. See, like we brought out the example of the ancient world, how niggas got judged.
Yeah.
So much unchecked shit just has to be checked, man.
Yeah.
She gotta be checked.
Yeah.
Claim too.
Yeah. Hey, well, it goes back to the topic, man. This plan for 2025, these devils are ramping that up now because they know that the bill is about to be sent to them, man. It's about to be time for them to pay the bill, man. You know, so they want to try to do whatever they can to get out of that.
Go ahead, brother.
Verse 5, it says, behold, I am against thee, saith the Lord of hosts. And I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will show the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. And I will cast abominable filth.
And that's being seen right now.
Exactly.
Look what they doing over there to them Ishmaelites, man.
Yep.
Then they say, damn, look what they doing over here to these niggas, these black niggas.
Right.
Then they say, damn, look what they doing to these Mexican niggas and all these Venezuelan niggas. Look what these, goddamn, man.
Yep.
And Kanye made the greatest song.
Yeah, never.
Man. They had some JEWS's even in the comments like, man, why this shit sound so good?
It slapped. Them niggas probably Jake low key.
This is crazy.
Yeah, he said, you see this swastika chain? You know who made this shit?
Put that shit to some 1939 footage.
He did, bro. He got to play on the end of on the song. He got him talking, bro. That nigga wicked, bro. But you know, but this is because they shame. You see and they shame. And it got to start with Amalek, man.
That's right.
Go ahead.
And another thing too, all these other nations that come over here and they deal with us, they watch, they see, they know Esau's a piece of shit. They see that.
They know, man.
They know.
They know.
Yeah, they get around us, they be like, that's not what they told me about. They start conversating, this guy's actually intelligent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of these Balkan cats, and they be Jake.
Yep.
These Russians and shit like that, man, and these Central Asian cats,
brothers.
man. The brothers. they get around Jake, they get the training with Jake, you know, going to the club and shit. They all just be with the black niggas, man.
Yeah.
For the most part, they
Yeah.
don't. They tell plenty of them, man. They tell I don't hang out with the white man. The white man is soft, man. You can't get no. You gotta beat him up, bro. The girls come around, he dirty, wanna talk and do weird shit. You gotta beat him up, man.
Say, brother, everything we do is same, brother.
Same, they be saying that shit. Same.
Same, brother.
Same, brother. Every dude around, that's why the son, hey, the whole world is waiting for the manifestation of the sons of Yahweh.
That's
Go
it.
ahead.
That's right. Verse 6. And I will cast abominable filth upon thee, and will make thee vile, and will set thee as a gazing stock. And it shall come to pass that all they that look upon thee shall flee from thee and say, Nineveh is laid waste. Who will bemoan her?
You going?
When shall I seek comfort for thee? Art thou better than Populus? No, that was situated among the rivers that had water round about it, whose rampart was the sea, and her wall was from the sea.
Beautiful place, mighty place. That's why you gotta watch these ancient pics.
Yup.
Like Game of Thrones, Gladiator,
Vikings.
what's the other one? Vikings, what's the
Last kingdom.
no, that one too, but fuck, I just watched the damn movie every day for 3 months on DVD. Troy. Look how that shit looks, man. Look how them ancient walls, cities, beautiful. Look at the scenery when he was talking to his mama. And being a man and not listening to her and dying mightily.
Yeah.
You know? Look how that shit was wrong, man. Them ancient cities was cold. Go ahead.
Right.
It says, Egypt, Ethiopia and Egypt were her strength, and it was infinite, and Lugum with our helpers. Yet when she carried away, she went into captivity. Her young children also were dashed in pieces at the top of all the streets. And they cast lots for her honorable men, and all her great men were bound in chains.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. That's what happened. So if these kingdoms went down, all these kingdoms gonna go down, man.
That's right.
And this is the last kingdom to go down because this earth was created for a paradise, man. But the Israel, and it's gonna turn back to what it's supposed to be when all this shit is wiped out. It was created for the Israelites, man.
Right.
And you people were set to serve us, and we were set to serve the Lord. That's why when you read Revelation, it said, for his pleasure you were created. But look what you niggas do. Everything is not pleasing to the Lord. And that's why he gotta get you. He gotta get you on in. That's Nahum, right?
Yeah.
Read that, man.
This Ecclesiastes 10:5, there is an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in low place. I have seen servants upon horses, and princes walking as servants upon the earth.
Right.
He that diggeth the pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh the hedge, a serpent shall bite them.
I was gonna say, they took down that statue of Roosevelt, and he's on the horse, and then he got the black man right
Yep,
next to him,
yep.
and the Gadite right next. They took that down.
Yeah.
We always used to use that, but that's basically what that's talking about.
right.
That shit is backwards. This
right.
motherfucker's on that horse, which represents that power, represents that higher office, and those two, and princes on foot.
Yeah. No, and guess what, man? All of those ditches that these devils dug for us, and guess what? The Lord is taking the curses and slowly putting those curses on those devils, man.
That's right.
You got these Edomites bugged out on fentanyl. You got the white woman completely turning her back on Brown. 100%.
Freedom!
All right.
What's the statue the brother was talking about? Go ahead, Baton.
All these devils tried to take Jake and erase Jake out the earth with this Planned Parenthood and all this other folly.
Yep.
And they the ones who can't reproduce now. And all they women is reproducing with Jakes. All right? And all of the other things that they've done to us are slowly but surely about to start happening to them, man.
Exactly, because hey, look, I guarantee you, when this white woman break on this nigga for this alimony that this brother was just talking about,
Yeah.
a nigga like Murph is not
Benjamin,
Murph.
he go-
I'll be in the house.
Stella got her groove back is really the story of the white woman in America, man.
It is. It is.
Damn.
We bear witness to that last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna preach and you gonna listen, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna preach. And you go live. For real, man. Deuteronomy 30. Get Deuteronomy 30 real
man.
quick. Get the Deuteronomy.
Get the Deuteronomy.
Oh, there. Get the Deuteronomy 30 and 7. I gotta bring this out for Elder Malcolm, man. Go ahead.
This the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30 and verse 7. And the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, thy power, will put all these curses upon thine enemies,
Yup.
and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
Hey, and you know what? Just like this, right? It's a plague too. Cause just like this, right? These niggas be wicked, right? We know they gonna die. The so-called white man is wicked, and we know he gonna die. But the white man, what was that nigga? A Kamala Harris vote. Talk about his wife's
My wife's
boyfriend
a Benjamin.
is black. This nigga got on a roster cap. A white man talk about vote for Kamala Harris because my wife's boyfriend taught us so much about black culture.
Eating the jerky.
But you know, in a past life, I guarantee you he was cutting
Yeah.
niggas' dick off,
buck breaking niggas.
buck breaking. See how the Lord brought that back? This is poetic justice.
That's right.
You know, you just think we just talking about some funny Kevin Samuels shit when you see us talking about the Esau woman breaking on him.
Yeah.
No, this is prophecy, man.
That's right.
The Lord is bringing this shit back in their face. Bro, they cut our dick off, bro. They burnt us alive. They hung us on trees. I lived to a black woman under these sisters. About 85 years old. She's still alive today. And was talking about how she was walking to school. She couldn't go into school. And we ain't belong in them damn schools anyway. But how she was walking to school and all the Edomite held the door and had all the white woman and shit spit on her, man. Had spit
Wicked,
covered on her.
man.
Wicked as hell, man. And you niggas act like this just some shit that was yesterday.
Yeah.
I mean, like this shit wasn't just yesterday. Y'all act like this shit was thousands of years ago.
Shit, they still hanging niggas right now.
That's right. But how these curses from the fentanyl to they women breaking on them is a token evident sign of Esau falling into that pit which he dug for us. The brother
Right.
brought that out earlier, man.
That's right. Even these because these Edomites are now starting to have evil eyes towards one another as well.
That's right.
You got the two.
That's right.
Not just globally, because globally these Edomites, you know, in Europe, etc. You know, like the scriptures say, you know,
man.
he got a stouter look than his fellows. These Edomites across the earth, they hate these American white people.
Yeah.
And then these
Yeah.
American Edomites hate each other. You got the Soy Boy conglomerate and the Johnny Red Peckerwood conglomerate going to battle against one another.
They all hate Amalek.
That's right.
And they all do, yeah.
That's right. You know, so really the only thing that's keeping these people, you know, from really losing everything is the Lord holding it back, man. Because the hatred is there, man. And these Edomites are more incendiary when it comes to these politics and shit like that than even Jake is with the gang banging, man.
Yeah, because it's they strength. It's they strength. These policies is they strength. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Right.
See, these policies are they strength. That's why they say through policies they great what cause craft to prosper.
That's right.
That's talking about the so-called white man. When you read the book of Daniel, it says that they policies they cause craft to prosper. So yeah, they jealous about that. Because that's where they had you niggas down. It's called, see, back in the day, when you go into hardcore slavery, all right, even to the time of the lynching, even to the time of the Jim Crows, that was the so-called white man's evil being overt. Now the so-called white man's evil is covert.
Yep.
When I was a little shorty, my daddy and my uncle never told me that he took off the white robe and put on a black one.
Yep.
He gonna judge your ass in the court of law. See, they was
Yeah.
covert. See, they was overt. Now they covert with it, man.
Yep.
Now they putting motherfucking shit. They in the food. Fuck with your dick. Deodorant.
Uh-huh.
Bath body wash, man.
Yep.
The native body wash is good.
Yeah. Look, and these niggas going
I know it's just the deodorant that kept niggas
Nah,
niggas musty, so I
I'm gonna be
stopped
honest.
fucking
I'm gonna
with
be
it.
real with you, though, bro.
I been on that
out
old
with that
spice.
shit. Fuck yeah, I've been fucking
I know.
with the natural bar soap. to
too,
that shit.
but,
I got some on deck at the house of it, man.
Go get that
Every
native,
time I
bro.
look at the bottle, bro, I got one in the, I got one that I ain't even used yet. But every time,
Nah,
look, every
you-
time I look at that shit, I think all I hear is Jake talking about how they put shit in there.
No, because that one ain't got the sulfates
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
parabens. I just don't use it because a lot. I gotta use it now, but I just don't use it because that Old Spice smells so good.
Yeah, that shit real.
You know, all them flavors. You know, we bringing this out. Hey, get Job 9 and 24 real quick. Because we got to bring it all out. We have not shunned to declare to you the counsel of the gospel. And this is how you know that this man is the devil.
Yeah.
Who puts shit in your soap, food, and water just to fuck with your dick, your heart, break you out?
Anaconda malt liquor. This Job 9 and 24.
Step over here.
This Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, who is he?
So who has the power to do this, man? Who has the power to be this wicked, man?
Yeah.
That's why when you read the book of, what's that, Micah or Malachi, he said they devise evil on their beds because it's the power of their hand to do so. That's right. How you doing, brother? That's right. Fine, I'm doing fine. So when you come to so-called Negroes, so-called Latinos, and so-called Native Americans, we don't have the power to do that shit, bro. We ain't making no damn policies. Niggas just trying to make ends meet for the most part, come up out the hood. Look, 144 call out there about shit outside. So-called white man doing that crap. Go ahead, man. He's the devil, bro.
This the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
And that's destruction. Once again, that woe is destruction. Lamentations. He said the book was full of lamentations. And we wanted to control yourself, Go ahead.
Says when the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage.
That's why they want your daughter to be a slut.
Yeah.
That's why they want your son to be a mo.
Yep.
Hey, look at this other shit. We was talking about look at Monsanto's, bro.
Yeah.
Monsanto, that's wicked, man. Then they burning all of that. Going back to that Project 2025 shit, they got one. I think it's called Project 2030, to where it is by 2030. I could be wrong on this, but it was some information I was reading the other day. They don't want nobody to be able to farm, man.
Oh,
Look
man.
what Bill Gates bought up all that land
Yep.
to give your ass some mystery meat, man.
Yep.
Human meat,
Beyond meat.
soy boy meat, beyond meat. You know?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's folly, man. That's what the scripture's talking about. So we know this man is the devil by every single deed he does, and he has to go down. That's why the scripture say the pride of their heart has deceived you. That's proud, man.
Yeah.
Right.
That's wickedness, man.
Why the fuck?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, why the fuck is everything got soy in it, man? All these soybeans and shit.
Soy or pork.
Soy is not even that good. Like you could do avocado oil, olive oil, sunflower oil. Soy oil is garbage.
Yeah.
Like what the fuck?
Yeah, and you know what? But because these devils, they just have a spirit of wanting to have people in captivity. You know, like the brother said, it's going to be illegal to farm. At that point, Jake is not even like, fuck, any human labor is not even going to be a factor if they ever got to that point.
I could go to Walmart.
Yeah, because they want to have robots. They trying to have robots take over all that shit, man.
Yeah.
They just want to have people that's weak, that they can feel like they above, that they can feel like they lording over and better than, man. Straight wickedness.
That was one of the Project 2025 things. All transportation to be automated.
Yeah.
Automated trucks. So you don't have to pay some guy to drive city to city and then do all the extra shit. Automation.
Yeah, they just want to have people that they can point at that's in a low state, and they can feel above and feel good that they above them, man. That's all it is, man. Because that's not even when you talk about the slavery and shit, that's not wise. If you're trying to have a labor force to have everybody just be physically weak because they eat soy and not eating real food, man.
Right.
Disgusting. Go into them that sit on high.
Hey, but that go back to that iniquity being devised. They did research to find out what combination of foods and things like that make you weak, make you infertile, make you docile.
That's right. That's why he said he required a diligent search. All right. He understands what's wicked. He understands what's righteous. All right. That's why he said what? Thou art the anointed chariot that cover. When you go to Ezekiel the 28th chapter, he said, thou art wiser than Daniel. This the so-called white man ain't no joke.
Yeah.
Cause he's driven, going back to Ezekiel the 28th chapter, by the spiritual demon Satan, man. All right? The spiritual demon Satan, man. He got this wisdom. This is that's why when you watch us teach, you hear us say from this is left hand side of wisdom, man. All right, it's just wickedness, you know.
What does it say? Has counsel perished in Teman, I think?
Yeah.
It has prudence. Yeah. Esau is prudent. They like I said, they've done
They
these
force this
experiments.
shit. They go, yeah.
Yeah, they do shit on rats and okay, this gonna happen. They are prudent. They have done a deep search.
And if they can't
It's a
do it, they gonna pay a nigga to do it.
Exactly. I got you on
That
that.
said, this is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49 and verse 7. He says, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman? Is counsel perished from the prudent? Is their wisdom vanished?
Yeah. Yeah. The Teman, those are the ones who designed the rockets and all these different
The Mercedes
so-called
Benz.
Germans.
exactly the engines and all
Yeah,
the
all that.
V8s and all this high tech and shit. But all all that wisdom is perishing.
Yeah.
Read it again.
It says, Jeremiah 49 and 7, concerning Edom, thus saith Yahweh of hosts, is wisdom no more in Teman?
Right.
Is counsel perished from the prudent?
Right.
Is their wisdom vanished?
The scriptures say knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom anyway, but they have a certain foundation.
It's not wisdom, like it's not wisdom because it's not profitable for you for salvation. Because it's still gonna get you killed.
Exactly.
Go ahead.
Exactly. And that's exactly what the case is with Esau, Edom. Everything about them, like the brother said, they got the blessing of the sword. Everything of them is about destruction, killing, and manipulation, and degenerate behavior, generation.
Yeah.
All right, LGBT activities, all degenerate shit, destruction.
GBTP.
Yeah.
Let's jump down to verse 10 real quick. This is verse 10. But I have made Esau bare, I
Whoa.
have uncovered his secret places,
Exactly.
and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not.
That's right.
Everybody's spoiled. And like, damn, this nigga just riding off, you know,
Yeah,
the Rothschild. They just,
Nothing ever
what the
if they
fuck are
think
these
they-
niggas? They just on a private estate somewhere.
Yeah.
And we rule over you. You know, that's how Esau is, man. Everybody's seeing that, like, wait a minute, man. Who the fuck is controlling all of this bullshit, man? Who's at the top?
Yeah.
And that's Esau. Everybody want answers, man. And you got people who are exposing y'all. Okay, these people, they own this bank, BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard.
Yeah.
They own these companies and these corporations. These Edomites are getting pissed off with their leadership because they got fucked over. This ain't like during World War I, where most of these Edomites came home and then they gave them like a $15,000 housing voucher. Of course, Jake didn't get it.
Yeah.
And then they could buy a piece of the American dream and all this bullshit and the picket fence.
Yeah.
And that kind of gave them, you know, some regard. Like, okay, well, they fuck with us. But now it's just like, no. We fucking you over on every single level. We taxing the shit out of you.
That's why they gonna draft, because ain't nothing to go to war for no more. See, the Russian man, the China man, the Korean man, they got a house, they got a culture, they got a woman, they got children that they see a future to. The average American, the black man ain't even associated with America.
Yeah.
Outside of black culture, so he ain't fucking with going to the army.
Yeah.
You know, only niggas joining the army is the last of the ragtag Edomites is Mexicans, bro.
Yeah.
Mexicans that want citizenship for a country that don't want them, man.
Yeah, but once they find out that they leg and they arm finna get blown off, because right now they signing up for that shit because they not really in no real fight with nobody, man. Even when they send them over to
just
go,
controlling.
even when they send them over to go bully somebody, it's a little nation that it really is a punk nation. Ain't got nothing, can't defend themselves. So it's just they just rolling over motherfuckers. But when it turns into a real heavyweight fight, when they gotta fight Russians and Chinese and motherfuckers that's really gonna bring that action, ain't nobody gonna be trying to sign up for that shit.
Bullets flying at you. Bah, bah, bah,
These
bah.
people living too good over here. During the time of World War I, people was fucked up. People was still living in a agricultural sense of life.
That's
So
right.
they didn't really even
That's
just
right.
traveling to another state or another country was outside of the realm of imagination.
That's right.
And that's why a lot of those people went off to fight that war because they thought it was a sense of adventure. All right.
Yeah.
In World War II, they had the we're fighting against tyranny. So that's what galvanized all these people to want to fight. But now everybody knows that the people that's pushing the war are the ones that's doing all the wicked shit. The people that's supposed to be the good guy are the ones that's killing children and committing genocide.
That's right.
You know?
That's right.
And it's robbing you and digging in your back pocket every day.
That's right.
But these people not going to be rushing to
Freaking
that.
everybody out.
Yeah, and there's so many wars that have passed. That's why the scriptures say that a man of war that suffer poverty is one of the worst things that displeases the Lord. These people understand after all of these wars, really since World War II, man, these veterans have not been treated with respect, man.
At all.
Since Vietnam going forward, most of these bug outs that you see on the street that's fucked up are men of war, man.
Yeah, showed you that movie Bullet with Tupac. Was that Bullet? Yeah, that was Bullet with that nigga Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Tupac. And that nigga, when he killed Tupac at the end, the nigga who played Buffalo Bill, that's who it was. He was Mickey Rourke's brother. And Pac got Bullet killed. And he was a bug, he was in his drawers, he was a fucking Vietnam veteran, and he was all fucked up and bugged out.
Yeah.
And when his brother got killed, he turned into fucking sleeper cell. He snapped out of that shit.
Right.
He went back to that warlike mind and cut that nigga's Tupac's throat. But
That's where you repel from the ceiling.
yeah. Whole movie, he's sitting there in his drawers, fuck you,
Yeah.
bugged out.
man.
He was bugged out. That nigga killed his brother. That nigga fleed out. That got his ass, bro.
Yeah,
But
man.
he was a man of war that suffered poverty. He was all bugged out. You know, in the ancient world, niggas went to war. You came back with the enemy woman. You came back with the enemy woman. You came back with gold. You came back to land. You came back to be celebrated, man. Hey, watch them. That's why we tell you, watch them old pieces.
Yeah.
Remember when that all right, brother.
Thank you, brother. Keep doing your thing.
That's right. But see, and then when you watch that beat, you good, brother. We on gratitude, brother. But what I was saying, when you watch old pieces, classic pieces like hey, look at like Game of Thrones, right? When this nigga what's his uncle, bro? Euron.
Yeah.
Greyjoy, when he came into that horse and he drugged them bitches. And he drugged them bitches and the crowd was cheering for him. He had them ropes around them hoes. He said, look at them cheering for a Greyjoy.
Yeah.
That's how it was when the man of war came back in the ancient world. Now they shit. You go to war now, you just gonna find your wife fucking a nigga in your crib.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then back
And if you
then,
shoot him, you going your ass to jail. Ain't no fight, no fucking war.
but back then they
I'm serious.
they were going to war for things they believed in them times.
Exactly.
man. They was fighting
Exactly.
for a cause they really believed in.
Exactly.
See, these people understand now that you just getting sent over here, one, to lower the population, and two, to forward whatever wicked deals and agendas that they got. For example, that Vietnam shit, they was over there fighting so that they could get control of the heroin trade, man.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That shit didn't have nothing to do because they'll tell you that they was quote unquote trying to stop the spread of communism, but quiet as kept, America is a socialist communist country. They just tell you it's something different. You know? But all these wars are fought over things that don't benefit the people that's actually laying their life down, and then they get sent to go kill kids and old people and innocent people, and that's why they got demons on them, man.
So many demons on them, man. You listen to these Edomites talking about after the war stories. And a lot of these jakes tell you about after the war stories, man. And fuck, bro.
All these Vietnam guys came home crazy and on drugs, and that's what got all the drug games.
Show you that
started.
Dead President. It's my favorite movie.
Yep.
Dead President.
And American Gangster too.
Two of my favorite movies of all time. Two of my favorite movies, like top movies. Everybody know my favorite top movies is Forrest Gump and Dead President. Both of them showed you about that Vietnam shit, man.
Yep.
Both of them showed how Chris Tucker died in the movie. He was so fucked up from the shit. And he got addicted to the heroin over there and came back in America. That nigga dead in his motherfucking living room.
Right, yeah.
As soon as he got enough money to get some drugs, he OD'd off that shit, bro.
Yep.
Fuck, bro. Then the nigga, the main cat, the Renz Tate, when did he come back from the war? He came back. This nigga, the nigga who played Piggy was fucking this bitch. Had the bitch all drunk, giving the bitch drugs. You know, he was giving the senator. He was senator, bro. That's what he really was
Coming
doing.
to his house when he's at work.
See? The other one all bugged out. Then folks, Boy King Woodbine, he a preacher.
Yeah.
Alright.
The most bugged out of all of them niggas.
Bugged out.
The head,
Yeah. With
So,
the,
and all them was niggas that they was regular. They went to that war, they came back, their whole life was fucked up, man.
nothing was waiting for them but misery when they came back.
Misery.
Not even a fucking thank you, man.
So just imagine. And that's why the bitch, the Juanita, he should have fucked with that bitch little sister. She was fired up. But nevertheless, you see, you can't fucking, because your head is fucking crazy. You don't want to eat. You're fucking crazy. This, that, and the third. It was all day. This nigga was just that bitch flipping out, bro.
Typical jigaboo.
Typical jigaboo, man. But you niggas talking about some black love, man. You niggas out your mind. That nigga Chris Tucker say I couldn't just on drugs, man. I can't stop with it. That shit at the VA, he said that shit at the VA don't work, man.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up.
Yeah. I'm being the war protected.
That's right. We finna end it with these last couple. But go ahead.
Yeah, scriptures say what? No man that war entangleth with the flesh. We're sitting here to be soldiers, man. That's the point of us bringing all this shit out. All right, all of these different men who fought for Esau, they tried to entangle themselves in the world, and they ended up getting fucked over, and they came home to a fucked up ass community, which Esau flooded with drugs, of course, too, which were a gift for them actually fighting for him to get those drugs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, in the war, he was over there. He had the right mind state. It reminded me of that scripture. He said, I can't think about none of that shit back home.
Yeah.
Cause the moment I do, I'm dead. But when he came back home and he realized, man, this shit was already dead. Fuck.
Man. Hey, I bet you if it's any World War II veterans that's still alive today now, and they Edomites, and you ask them if they still are satisfied with the side that they fought on, they'll tell you they wish they fought for the other side.
Well,
Because this shit that they got going on over here now I guarantee you, if they told them this is where it was going to go, they wouldn't have been with that shit, man.
Jake competed at the Berlin Olympics. They told him that. Shit, the Germans treated us way better.
Yeah.
Than the Americans ever do.
So that Berlin.
You got dudes jumping out of fucking airplanes and storming the beach of Normandy just for their grandson to be a 6'7" Mo to put a wig and a dress on like Buffalo Bill, man.
LGBT. Fucking freaks, man. And the Lord is gonna kill you.
Dude.
He's gonna kill you.
Yeah.
Right.
The Lord is gonna kill you.
That's right.
Dude killed 800 Nazis to come back.
Come on,
and his
man.
boss is a Mo.
Go ahead, bring out these last couple scriptures. We're gonna wrap it up.
2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahweh Shai Mashiach. No man that wars entangleth himself with the affairs of this life.
So you can't be too entangled with this bullshit that's going on, man. Otherwise you'll get caught up, you're gonna get your feelings hurt. You're gonna be fucked up, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be trying to that's what Jake, all the Jakes before us did. All of our family members and older people, they try to get caught up, and you gotta vote, bro. You gotta own real estate.
So granddaddy trying to start a family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Ain't none of my man, fuck, bro. Go ahead, bro.
You gotta start a church.
Shit.
Yeah, the
We
Lord.
gotta form a company and then all black and then
Yeah, they
a
got
black
land in
real-
Georgia, brother.
Yeah,
Lord
so
not
as a
dealing
nigga
with
say
none of
all
that.
black, I'm walking off.
Right.
I ain't doing nothing with you niggas, man.
Yeah.
If it ain't my suit, ain't nothing gonna be all black around me, bro.
The Lord not dealing with it, man.
Not at all.
At all. See?
Says that he may please him who have chosen him to be a soldier.
It's like,
And if a man also strive for masteries, yet is he not crowned except he strive lawfully.
that's right. So you gotta strive lawfully as a soldier. All right? You gotta know this word. This word has gotta be internalized in you. All right? With all of the bullshit and all of the false doctrine that's out here, all of the wine that you cannot drink. Right? But like the brothers going into earlier, these people, what it say? As you time pass walking in the way of the Gentiles, you guys refuse to turn back, and you're gonna be destroyed with the war.
That's right. That's right.
Hey, go back to that second level.
In cahoots.
This the book
We're
of
gonna
second.
bring out the last couple scriptures.
This the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh.
Right.
And one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Yep.
For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
And this is why. Because going back into that government, they know this is not what they fought for. They just like, even in the time of Obama, who was a Hamite, not an Israelite. Right? They look like, man, fuck this place. Then when you get to the time of DJ Trump, niggas like, man, we ain't gonna fuck this place. Then you had them try to erect Hillary Clinton and Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
And everybody like, really fuck this place.
Yeah.
Then they set up Joe Biden. Man, these people ain't concerned about America,
Joe
man.
Biden.
Need Joe Biden. You niggas want Joe Biden. You gonna die.
He can barely form a complete
man.
fucking sentence, man.
Yeah, I called it this way.
He could barely form a complete
Right.
fucking sentence. He was shitting on himself.
Yeah.
Now come out, he had cancer.
His
Like,
son got the laptop. Here this nigga Joe Biden passed the 3 strike law.
Yeah.
Right along with the satanic ass Clinton administration.
Yeah, the crack ball.
All right. And his fucking son smoking all type of crack, watching black porn, bro, and
Yeah.
kitty porn.
Yeah.
This is madness, bro.
Yeah.
But this the leader of the free world. This nigga couldn't even pass the fucking Iowa test. Freeze, man.
That niggas don't know about that Iowa. That ISAT, nigga.
Old school shit,
Take
man.
that.
Go ahead, bro.
Says, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Hey man, guess what? Martial law is coming to a theater near you. And in addition to that martial law, it's going to be a purge out here as well. Alright? People are going to be acting and doing whatever they want to do. People are not going to care about what law enforcement has to say. They're not going to care about what these governing officials have to say.
It's gonna get brolic, nigga. Hey,
You
look.
know?
Hey, look. When the lights go off, it ain't gonna be no feminists, man.
Yeah.
Hey, the scripture say a man, he said only to be called by your name.
Yep.
Ain't gonna be no feminists, man. Ain't gonna be no Whoopi Goldberg will call out there about some outside.
Yeah.
Ain't gonna be the Duke. Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Danny Glover coming back.
Yeah, that's right.
Mister.
Bitch, I've been calling you all day.
Oh, say you reading the book. Did he slap up for
Yeah,
reading
she
the
was
book?
reading a
too?
letter. She was
Yeah.
reading a letter. Thinking she was gonna get a brighter day. Shut up, bitch. Listen.
Ain't gonna be none of that shit with a
yeah,
lights
but
go off.
Whoopi Goldberg, you married Ted Danson, an Amalekite who did blackface, bitch.
Yeah.
Black man, oh, he said it.
Yeah.
You seen the jokes he was making on it? They did a roast. He brought a roast, and man, it was you black women are through. But you will tell us we hate ourselves. Man.
Over.
I love myself enough to go where where a bitch likes me, and all
stay
bitches
away
really
from
like
you.
me. But I love myself enough to stay away from that jigaboo.
Right.
We was
Right.
lacing some white women up on that the other day. I said, here it is. I said, how could I deal
Tell him about
with,
that one
I said,
time.
nobody, come on, man. Come on, man. I said, you can, how it is, the man, if you take a Chinese man,
Crack a
you
dome.
take a white man, that's gonna break a dome. If you take an Arab, they all want to sing, dance, fight, and fuck like a nigga. They all want to be a black man. And all they women want to be with an Israelite
That's
man.
right.
So why would I deal with a crispy ass bitch when every other bitch on the planet of the earth like me, every other man on the planet of the earth want to be like me, but I'ma just deal with the bitch that disrespect me the most? Then they catch these niggas like Shannon Sharp or
Yeah.
a couple niggas that got caught up by a white woman. Like black bitches ain't get niggas set up, robbed, murdered, locked up. Hoes getting their brother back though. 144 again, call out there about shit I was shot. Hoes getting their brother killed, their cousins killed, set up, all cause you disrespected a man in the liquor store.
Yeah. That's right.
See, the black woman has been the biggest fucking lapdog, as the elder Malcolm would say, the tag team partner of Esau since the beginning of time, man.
Nasty.
Man, I'm not, exactly. I'm not, that nigga had that mother, that nigga was wicked, bro.
Big Viscera and
Big
Big
Vis-
Van Vader, man.
Come on, man.
Look.
These hoes coming out. Bam, Bam, Bigelow. Yeah, brotherhood, yeah.
Definitely,
For
man.
real, man. Fucking Bam, Bam, Bigelow,
Fucking
man.
contradiction, walking
For real,
contradiction.
bro. So, yeah, we ain't, look, that shit them niggas in ISUPK talking about, get the fuck out of here, man. But go ahead, man. See, I'm not, the Israelite man is going to be made precious in this earth again. And it started with him coming back into this word, man.
That's right.
Fuck, I was gonna say culture, bro. This man just said.
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
Read.
Second
No,
Ezra,
culture.
chapter 15, verse 19. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor,
None.
but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the
Yep.
lack of bread and for great tribulation.
So it's gonna be great tribulation. Project 2025, look alive and more. Cause the word, the Lord said his word ain't void.
right.
The Lord's word gonna go out and it's gonna be accomplished.
Will not tarry.
You got some more? Well, with that being said, y'all got something. But with that being said, man, you know, just be ready for what's to come, man. And when I say ready, stay prayed up. And I'm talking about the brothers in the truth, the whole world. These niggas fucked.
It's over.
Stay prayed up, man.
Your shit wired
keep
tight.
it, as the apostle, as the beloved apostle Elder Ricard say, keep your shit wired tight, man. But with that being said, man, hey, it's over, brother. Everything you ever prayed for is coming to pass right before your eyes, whether it feel like it or not, man. But
Right.
with that being said, call Elohim,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash.
Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth. And to the hopeful elect Akim out there, Shalom.
Shalom.
Click the button.
That's it.
Ha.